Let me get feedback. Let me get feedback. What happened?
I couldn't I personally couldn't see you. The it was just rolling and rolling and rolling. On a normal day, when we just click on the link like that, it's supposed to just take us directly to
That
your
video.
own, yes, and we'll see you talking and things like that, but it was just rolling. So I
Okay.
think probably network or something else.
Okay. But when I started, Mama could see me because she was telling me I needed to light where I
Yes,
am.
I can see you too. So where
Right?
the whole thing changed was when you sent the link to the YouTube, and it was no longer, opening and things like that.
Okay, so you could see me when I was still connected to Google Meet and I was
Yes,
sharing my screen.
yes,
Okay. Then it was not from YouTube, you people saw me, it was from Google Meet you saw
yes,
me. Okay,
yes.
okay. So now that I've ended the video, I'm saving it to actually let it go public so that we can go and get that video and and see how it played out. So I'm going to share my screen now and go back there to what I was doing. So this is it. This is the video. It's showing me for me to save it. Look, this is it. All the, please, you can mute your mic now. All the information I had put there before, mentoring class, all right. Okay, look at the titles it's giving me. Behind the scene, my life, stream, rehearsal routine. Okay, don't go live until you watch this. Okay, mentoring class, secret to a perfect, no, no, no. Okay, why your live stream fail and how to fix it. So I'm going to just choose this. Just let me show you what that thing mean. You see these options of what you should title your video. You see 97 here. It's showing you that in search, like people search for that 97. That is the count. It's showing you at the moment. Look at 93 behind the scene. Look at, are you seeing that? Okay, I don't want to go there right now. So I just want to save this video. Let's go and play the video and see what will show. All right. So I've already choose that it's not for kids and all of that. Uh-huh. And then this stream contains paid promo. No, it's no paid promo. AI use. Did I use AI to do anything here? No, it's no. Okay. So, and then, okay, title and description of language. I don't need all these details right now. Recording dates. I used to put recording dates. Like today now is 21st of August. I can click on it so that the date will be on the video. All right. I don't need to put stream location. So let's just go ahead. All right. It's asking me should I allow video and audio remixing? No, I don't want to allow one to remix it. Anyway, I need to understand that more to see if there's any um, advantage of allowing it or not. So it's asking me of type. So let me check now. Activity, concept overview, how to lecture, program breakthrough, real life application. Let me just choose real life application or science experiment. Okay, let me choose how to. I'll just leave all these other plenty options. I just want to save it and see is going, what will actually happen in the other end. We had trouble saving your video. Retrying in 5 seconds. We had trouble saving your video. Retrying in 5 seconds. Sorry, we were not able to save your video. Oh, so they are not able to save the video. Trying again. We had trouble saving your video. Okay. The system is still saying the same thing. We had trouble saving your video. And the YouTube Studio is telling me, sorry, we were not able to save your video. Okay, I'm coming. So the option left for me is either to delete that live stream or brainstorm video ideas. That's a different thing entirely. You are not able to save your video. So I can't save the video. And I think that this will have something to do with YouTube policy. Maybe that person I saw that was doing going live to gather watch hour, maybe that person already had 1,000 subscribers. Maybe. But if this is not working, why did they allow one to go through the process to say go live, all the step by step, and actually go live, and the video was counting? Is it that it is still on having at least 1,000 subscribers, or there is something we are not doing right? The video is unable to save. Okay. So I'm going to do troubleshooting on this and do further research and give us feedback on what I will find out on this. Another thing that we are going to try out is Premiere. Premiere is where you pre-record your video, and then when you are choosing your upload format, you upload it as scheduled video that will go live at a particular day and time, as if you are live. Have you seen someone who is doing lead masterclass and every day saying we'll go live by 7 p.m. and if you attended the previous class, you'll see that it's actually going live and people are chatting in real time? What the person used to upload that video is Premiere. And when you're uploading and you choose Premiere, it will ask you to put date and time that you want the video to go live. So once that date and time reach, the video will go live and people can chat, and respond in real time as if you are actually streaming live. So I'm going to try that one. I tried it with my Faceless YouTube channel and it actually went live, but I discovered that I don't know the proper timing depending on my zone. I fixed it to go live by 7 p.m. on a particular Friday, but by that 7 p.m. it still didn't go live. It was much later. So it has to do with zone. Don't know, I was looking for what, I was looking for GMT, but I have made inquiries. I've asked somebody who I know that is doing it to tell me her setup, the setup she's using to stream back her same master class every time at a particular day and time. So once I get that feedback and I try it and it's actually work to go live at a particular time, then that will be the second route we will try. Meanwhile, I'm still going to go back on this particular one. All right. So please, you can ask question if there's any. Then I can share my slide and teach us something else. Do you have question?
What I would suggest, Coach Jenny, is for me, that maybe we should
Hmm.
just go and run it ourselves.
You
Then
said?
I would suggest that maybe we should just go and test run it ourselves.
Of course.
Then that's when we'll now have questions. Say, okay, I faced this, so I couldn't do this. I had challenge with this. That's my
Okay.
own, yes, suggestion.
Okay. It's fine.
Hello, good evening, Coach Jenny. Good evening, everyone. Please,
Thank you.
I I don't know. I missed maybe the beginning of the because I don't even know how to start. Because our sister talked about test running. Is it? I didn't join from the beginning, so I don't know what to test run.
And you're the one who said we should
Coach
host this
Jenny,
our class Friday.
Coach Jenny, I am telling you, I am so sorry. I see the way I was rushing to come and join.
Okay, we are trying out going live on YouTube to see how we can one can go live on YouTube. All right.
Yes.
So before now, I someone had told me, my mentor had told me that to go live on YouTube, you need to have 1,000 subscribers. Then I tried following
Oh.
the process and it looked like it was going through. So I said, let's
Mm.
try it to see if we can use going live to accumulate watch hour
Oh.
in a shorter
Oh.
time. So we tried it.
Mm.
I did everything, but when I went live and I shared the link, we could not join. And now I want to save the
Oh.
video because it was actually streaming and it was recorded. I want to save the video. It's telling me the video cannot be saved. So I want to go back to see if even though they are allowing one to go through the process and actually go live, if
Mm.
because I don't have 1,000 subscribers is the reason why you couldn't join the live.
Okay.
All right. So that's what she said. Let others let us also go and try on our own end. If that be the case, then we will have to we will strategize to first target 1,000 subscribers, and then we
Okay.
will now target watch hour count.
Wow, that's big.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So any other question? All right. So I'm in the next 30 minutes. I'm going to share my slides and do a quick recap. Several things I've been sharing with us since the first month of our program using slide to do it, but I've shared this with us in our other classes and through my own implementation. I have been teaching us this thing because I believe that we learn faster when we are making it practical, when you actually see someone do something theory but in practice. All right. So now we are going to do I'm going to take it as a kind of a a a review and summary of what I suppose that by now the classes we've had and the way of organized teaching. I'm going to bring it again, and with a class like this, whereby you can actually go back to it and listen again and again. All right. So, recapping what I have taught you before practically in what's the word now? In a structured learning process. So I'll share my screen. I'll share my screen and start from slide 1. So Jimama, please confirm you can see my screen.
Yes, I can.
Beautiful.
Month 1, 2, and 3.
Beautiful. Please mute. Please mute. Hello? What's happening? Hello?
I can hear you.
We can hear you. Funny enough, it's from my end. A video, because I was like, who is doing that? Until I started listening to the video, that I'm familiar with what I was hearing. So a video that I was playing in my channel just started playing by itself. And I didn't leave here. It's well. All right. So I'm sharing my screen back again. Gmama, confirm that you can see my screen. Only Gmama. Can you see my screen? Hello?
We can see your screen now.
Pastor? Okay. Okay. It's all right. So now, you will agree with me that in the past 2 months, and this month being the third month, I have been emphasizing on clarity of your brand, positioning of your brand, building your products and services, and building your audience and wait list for your product and service launches. That is the focus of these first 3 months. That is all the things I've been sharing with you, showing you what I'm doing with my community, and every secret and strategy I've been sharing with you, and the things we have learned so far is targeted towards clarity, and the one-on-one calls and guidance I've been having with us individually and corporately have been towards this end of gaining clarity of exactly what you want to build on, having your positioning clearly stated in a compelling way, and when your target audience come in contact with you, they know, yes, this is the person. Today, I was privileged to be in a mentorship session with community leaders and country representatives of Women Ascension from different countries. I have 2 sessions with them. I had the first one today on digital skills and visual communication. Then the next one will be on 31st, on 30th, training the different country representatives and community leaders on projects. All right. So now, why I can be reached to take on such leadership mentoring session? for a global organization is because of positioning. The way you position yourself is what opens you up to such opportunities. And like I mentioned the other day, I'm about to begin to explore LinkedIn volunteering, where I will open that I am open for volunteering, and name the kind of roles and tasks and organization um, goals and vision that aligns with what I'm doing, like Women Ascension, that is interest and gender equality. All right, such that organizations, NGOs, in line, with my skill set and values, can reach out to me and say, Jenny, we see what you like to speak to our people, we would like to be in and these things is opportunity for networking, for collaboration, and all of that. And it boosts your visibility, it boosts your credibility, and all of that. So clarity, positioning, and then building your product. Many of you have been able to build your product, have been able to build your offers. Oh my God, there is somebody that's supposed to be, one of my August mentees signed up to join this cohort to actually pull through for the entire year, and I'm supposed to add her. All right. So now, then building your product. Some of you have been able to write your books, create your offers and all of that. And some have even started selling. All right. And then we talked about audience. I told you why you need to build audience. Not having an audience, a community, a wait list for what you are planning to launch is launching in air. You don't keep silent and be doing your thing in the secret. When you finish doing it, you now come out and tell us, come soon. That's not marketing plan. That's not enough strategy. But for the clarity, the positioning, the product building, and what's the word again? An audience building. The framework that works for that is, number one, knowing your niche. All right, what you know deeply. What is that you know deeply? For Coach IJ, she knows deeply what it entails to raise a boy child, being a mother of 4. Jimama knows deeply what it means to walk through as a single parent, raising a wholesome child. I can go on and call our name one after the other. What is it that you know deeply? If you have followed to this point since month 1, you don't need to begin to brainstorm right now what you know deeply. But in case you are not still sure, I'm asking you again, what do you know deeply? That is what will form the core of your niche, of your personal brand, because you are the brand. I was talking to a sister a few days ago in a message, actually. I said, if you feel like you don't know what to build your brand about because you are multi-talented, you have different interests, you have different passion, position you as the brand. Jenny is the brand. I am a multi-talented person. Because I am the brand, I want to build the brand to be Jenny John Dimwagene. So now you can now see me as the brand. Then I can now say I have a company that is a content writing agency. I have a company that is a educational consultancy. All right. I have an organization that is Unleashed School of Impact. Okay. I have a women community that is Women Model Impact. And I am the brand, and then you can spread your wings as you build a personal brand. Find yourself first. All right. Then the second aspect in the circle, if you remember Venn diagram when you were doing basic mathematics, I don't want to take you deeper than that. This is like a Venn diagram. You see the connection. You see the connection. All right. So what people struggle with? What is it that people struggle with that you have solution to? You have an idea of how it can be solved. And then what people will pay for. I tell some of us directly, you don't just do because you feel like doing. That is why you need to validate your idea. You may have a good idea, but if you don't coin it well, you will create something that people are not ready to pay for. Maybe because of the name you call it, or the description you give to it, or the perspective you are coming from. And people will look at it, it doesn't strike any chord in their heart that this is what they need. It is what people need that they pay for. They're not going to bring out their money because they want to be nice to you. It's not really about you. It's about them. So your niche, you find your niche when you put these three things together. What you know, what people struggle with as a problem identified, and what people will pay for. That is a market discovered, an idea that have been validated. You have searched for it and see that it is up. If you want to do something, ask for the search engine optimized titles, because you can have a beautiful idea packaged in a book, but the title of the book is not the keyword that people who need the content of the book are searching for when they go on Google, when they go to YouTube, when they go to whatever platform. If it is not the keyword that they are looking for, what they're using looking for that answer, if you don't have it in your name and description, people who needs what you have put in your book will be passing your book, and it will not even occur to them that the answer they are looking for is hidden in this content. So you don't need to make it a puzzle. All right, let it be, strategic enough. All right, so you can find your niche within your expertise, from everyone you know to the one thing that sells. Right, from the many things, everything you know, I mean to say, to the one thing that sells. Okay, so now, vague versus specific positioning. I have dealt with this to a good extent. We did it on WhatsApp chat, where everybody posted, this is me and what I do, and I rephrased it to give you a strategic positioning. So you can say health and wellness coach. Well, health and wellness coach, so we know you are into health and wellness coach, but that is vague. In our today's world, you won't thrive bearing the title health and wellness coach. People, the right people, will begin to get attracted to you when they know specifically, what you are specialized in. So specific will say, I train nurses to handle obstetric emergencies in under-resourced hospitals. It can be from other angle. So you see that this health and wellness coach is specialized in training nurses, in training medical personnel to handle a particular kind of problem, obstetric emergencies, in under-resourced hospitals. This person is well positioned to be a consultant than what everybody is answering. We are all health coach, So find specific positioning that makes you stand out. I've said it time without number. I have tried it many times. If my child is not feeling well and you are trying to get medication in the pharmacy there, or go to general hospital. I mean, when I mean general hospital, I mean a general doctor. I don't even use general hospital. So now, but many times we spend money, there will be, but all the time, when I take the child to a pediatrician, we begin to get results. The medication the pediatrician will prescribe after examining the child seem to work. than general advice. When you call your friend over the phone and say, my son is feeling like this, my daughter is feeling like this, he will now call one drug for you, you know, and you now go and buy. So I would rather go and pay consultation fee 10,000 naira to see that pediatrician that will not even spend how many minutes. He will look at the boy, look at the in my child, few minutes, and write one thing, you know. But when you consider the importance, the value, the precious gift, and you don't want to take risk, you better go and pay. You know, so that is the same way people will pay more for a specialist than you trying to be broad. You feel like if you say you are wellness coach for everybody, it will give you a big market. No, it's a disadvantage. It doesn't give you a large market. It is scattered energy. But when you specify, you know, oh my God, let me leave my WhatsApp. That's where I'm getting all those. All right. When you specify your role, when you become a specialist, you streamline it such that the people who are your target audience, they perceive professionalism and specialist, what is the word now, specialist positioning in your presentation. They feel like this person knows what she's talking about, he knows what he's talking about. I would rather go with this person even though it's costing me more than go with somebody who is helping everybody and gamble with my time and resources. All right. So watch out for it in your presentations, in your positioning, in your introducing yourself. Don't try to be everything for everyone. Feel free to serve a specific kind of people. Okay? So a quick exercise. Run your list through these three questions. Do I know this deeply? What you want to be known for? Do you know it deeply? Not casually, but with real experience. And if you can't answer this question confidently right now, don't feel bad. If you are passionate about that area, go ahead and learn it. Go ahead and study and research more. I'm going to give us the prompt I used for as a worksheet for the digital skills and visual communication class I had today with leaders of Women Ascension. I'm going to give us that prompt. I'm going to make it a little more general to fit in for us, all right? Such that you can actually use that prompt to learn any digital skill from device and internet literacy, you know, to email marketing, to every skill. And you can conceptualize that strategy to anything at all. Just put in the topic or industry you want to deepen your knowledge in. And it will, your AI will begin to teach you from scratch, just by notes. You don't need to get a university degree on it. Sit down and learn. All right. So number two is, do people consistently come to me with this exact problem? Do people come to you with this exact problem? I was asking a mentee, my And she always with me. How this happened, how the person came to her, she was afraid, she didn't know what to do. She guided her, this today, she's doing well in business. In fact, as we speak, she's in China, that's what I'm going to build a coaching program. What problem people will not pay money to have solved? But this is a mindset question I'm asking you, because why many of you have not started selling? Many people have made money in this cohort too. People have made millions. All right. So if you have not started selling, it could be that you are still mingling with fear or inconsistency or indiscipline. And sometimes I don't think such a person is on this call, is in this group. But I've also seen people that their challenge is just mental laziness. What is mental laziness? You desire the outcome, but you're not ready to do the work. Like I told us in the beginning, we are here to work. Building a content-based business is work. It's not something you do casually when you feel like. It requires consistency. It doesn't mean you need your 24 hours. It means that if it's 30 minutes you are giving it every day, can we have you? Can you show up for it consistently? All right. So somebody who learns to play keyboard once in a year for 3 days retreat, and somebody who plays keyboard 10 minutes every day. The person who plays keyboard only even 5 minutes daily and is consistent will be a more professional and master the skill than someone who do 40 days retreat on playing keyboard for only once a year. So it's not about giving it your entire life. It's about putting in small effort, no matter how small, but you are putting it in consistently. All right. So answer the questions. Do you know this deeply? Not casually, but with real experience. If you feel like you don't know it deeply enough, it's not a reason to run away. Go ahead and keep learning. Deepen your knowledge. There's none of us that knows everything about what we are already doing. We are still figuring it out. So while you are on that learning process, keep on doing what you're doing. Do people consistently come to you? Even if it is one or two persons that have come to you, then it's a problem. Would someone pay real money for this? And I've told you, every problem, people will pay for it. So the question is now, do you really believe that someone will pay you for it? If you don't believe, debunk that doubt tonight and get serious with your business. All right. Now, the ideal buyer avatar. I have explained this to us in a practical way. This is me bringing it as a structured lesson. Who is your ideal buyer? If it's a woman, for instance, who is she? What she wants? What does she want? Why will she pay you? Can you give us a vivid description of your ideal buyer avatar? What is the ideal avatar of the woman who will want to be in Unleash Her Mentorship program? A woman who knows she is meant for more. A woman who has giftings, a story, skills, experiences. A woman who has a burning desire, a passion in her heart. A woman who desires to make impact and desires to monetize her knowledge, get rewarded what she is worth. All right? She has tried to start before she had stopped. She needs accountability, or she doesn't know how to go about packaging her story, her skill, and all of that. Can you define vividly the problem, the pinpoint of your ideal buyer? Who is she or who is he? All right? What she wants, and why will that person pay? Okay? So put your own audience in that picture and give yourself a ideal buyer avatar. If you describe it the best you can describe it, you can go ahead and give your AI and tell it, this is the kind of woman or the kind of man or the kind of people, individuals, kind of young people, kind of teenagers or kind of parents you are targeting. And you now tell it to improve on that ideal buyer avatar and give you a good strategic ideal buyer avatar of the people who really have this problem and are already waiting to pay for the solution. And you will get it done for you in clicks. All right. So the real problem, the crowd versus the one. So when you say everyone, this is what it looks like. Scattered. But you will be thinking you have a big market. But when you say Amara, 34-year-old woman, Amara, see how it is concentrated. So everybody, anyone who fits in, who the description of the problem, the pain points, and the solution you are offering fits into, takes the shape of this Amara, of the avatar, of the mode you have created. Once that person comes across it, you say, this is it for me. So that is why I put up an ad and over 300 people joined, and everyone who saw that ad, from the responses they gave me in the Google form, there was something that resonated with them. One woman told me is the calmness and color contrast of the flyer. One woman told me it's because she saw unleash. That word just strikes her heart. One woman, they just have different things to say about the description of your ideal buyer avatar that you have described that resonates with the person. And each of the woman or each of that person that sees that content, no matter the country or location or geographical whatever, feels that you are talking to him or her. All right? So instead of saying if you are someone who this, don't use if you are someone, don't use generalized language. Have you ever felt like this? Have you ever thought of if you could support your family financially? Have you ever wished to know? And when that person is reading her view, the person is seeing one person, and that one person is him or her. All right? So that is it. Your ideal buyer avatar. Okay, now buying the avatar, building the avatar, the 4 layers. You can start with demographics if it applies. Demographics, where you say, okay, I want to have an NGO for women empowerment, but I'm focusing on African women. All right, something like that. All right. So that is when we talk about demographic, where is the location and all of that. It's not always the case. Okay. Your description may not be demographic based, but the major thing is the pain point, the emotion of that ideal buyer. Then daily reality. Daily reality. For example, that woman who is feeling trapped in the routine of wifing and mothering, but she believes that she is meant for more. I have heard a woman, a mother of 3, who feel like her life have not been making progress. She have not done anything meaningful with her life. So when she introduced herself and said she has 3 children, we applauded her in the community, but she feels like her life is at a halt because she's not counting that she's a mother of 3 as something valuable she has done with her life. So, and I'm not blaming her, because the truth is that our life is beyond having children. As wonderful, sacred, and honorable as that motherhood role is, which is a great calling. But you will all agree with me that beyond taking care of your children, meeting their needs here and there is still something within you, about you, that still strikes. So now, what is the daily reality of that woman who is feeling, I'm describing a woman who is feeling stuck in the routine of wifing and mothering, who is feeling like getting married halted her life, her gifting. I know some people who the last time they sang in choir was before they wedded. So as they got married and they started having children, now they are tired. Now they are so busy. Now they are this. They are no longer doing something that gives them joy. I can't survive it, So I'm picturing that woman who feels that there is something she enjoy doing. There is something that is inside of her, that is a core part of her that she has left behind somewhere in her life's journey. And she yearns to pick it up again. But she feels like, I shared it on my status a few days ago, of a woman who wrote JAMB again at 37, a mother of three who wrote JAMB at 37 and became a medical doctor at 45. At 45, she wrote JAMB at 37. How many of us actually did the course of our dream? How many of us are actually pursuing the career of our dream? There are many people who have no business doing what they are currently doing, but they are doing it in pain, in regret, in dissatisfaction, just to pay bills. But a woman like that, I've forgotten her name, she's from the West, could no longer keep up with being a shadow of herself, being that her dream is to become a medical doctor. At 37, after she have had 3 children, she went and wrote JAMB. It takes courage, intentionality, and resilience to do that. And by 45, she was a medical doctor. She became a medical doctor. And I see young people who are not even far from 30. And they are feeling like, how will I start now? Where will I start? Even some people who didn't have privilege to get formal education, they never went to university. And you're telling them you can still learn. You know how to read, you know how to write. There are programs you can start running. You can go back to school. You can do this. And I beg, forget that thing. Because they have left, they feel like going back to school to study what they want or to gain a new knowledge is for children and teenagers. Okay, so how did I get here now? All right. So then, emotional world. I've already described this pain point, emotion. So the woman is feeling dissatisfied, is feeling stuck, is feeling, trapped. She's just not her best self. She feels that she has lost a vital part of her somewhere in her journey, and she feels, is it possible for me to reconnect with my authentic self and become, the best version of me, and these things, this emotional world of your ideal customer avatar is the major thing that we call, that makes up to what we call buying tricks. Buy is more, very much more emotional and psychological than logical. That's why you buy something, you don't need so much. One woman there that's selling clothes. That's how I went and touched one of the jeans, the shorts. I was just imagining my little son of 1 year old inside that clothes. That's how I ended up buying 4 trousers. And funny enough, our world of cashless this thing, you don't need to have money. Just press your phone and do the transfer. So the same me that was like, I don't have money. I have this to do. I brought out money to buy 4 jeans on the spot. It's emotional buying. Is trigger. The clothes just, caught my emotions. Mother, I like to see my children in fine things when they are wearing. The other day I was just feeling good, when they were wearing jeans, and the children, our church children, children church t-shirts, one blue t-shirt with caption of trained child, wonderful child, child of God on their jean, and then my daughter was wearing blue gown, so they were basically on blue. Me too now. I went and wore my blue gown. So I was telling one sister, I was telling our mommy actually, everyone that saw the children will look again like, oh wow, so beautiful. I was feeling good, and I know all of us feel like that. You will now be feeling like, oh wow, see my investment, see my investment. It's emotional buying. All right. So that is it. So practical needs versus emotional needs. The practical need is that those trousers, it's not as if he doesn't have clothes to wear the next day. It's not a practical need like do or die affair now. But emotional need, oh, to be so nice if he has this gene, and all of that. And we all do that, So practical need do something like I need a course on pricing. Emotional need, I feel like a fraud charging what I'm worth. Emotional practical need, I need a sales page template. Emotional need, I'm terrified of being judged for selling. Are you seeing how it sound? Practical need, yeah, when you have a practical need, you already made up your mind. You carry yourself from your before. All right. All right. Collect. How do I explain this for our understanding? Language mining, collect, hide. Now, from the point of collect, is just like I've explained to us on a large, all right, you you post content that when you post content that build awareness, it attracts people who are interested in what you are doing one way or the other. All right, that is the point of collect. All right, the highlight is at the point, I'm just using this practically to show you that the movement. The highlight is when you now say, okay, so if you like to get more messages, more content on this, would you like to belong to my community where we share daily content or blah blah? You have highlighted a group of people from the general, you know, collected people with that feel like wow, it was a wonderful post that just liked your post on the general platform. Then mirror is actually in that community you are building, maybe on WhatsApp. You make announcement of a particular product offering or service, and then those people are willing to go further. That is where you validate interest. All right, they can actually follow you for that to join a wait list. When they see your offer, they can see them solution to what they need them, just like in a mirror. You have converted them. They are willing at the time. They will look for it. They will pay in installments. That is conversion because you have mirrored the answer. Right? So I to interest
Hello, coach. Hello.
to trust. Yes, ma'am.
Hello, Jen. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so please, I got lost at Miro. I didn't get that Miro one.
Yes, ma, I can hear you. Please speak up.
Where am I going? No, I said I got lost. Like I didn't follow the Miro
Yes, I
one
can hear you.
from
Can you
Miro.
hear me?
I Yes, I can hear you. I
Your
said
background
I
is
did
very
not. I'm
noisy.
no longer following.
Others, can you hear
Oh
me?
God, it's some cars that are passing. So I
Okay,
can hear you well myself.
okay. The one of mirror
I said like,
is
please can you have
okay.
Miro? Yes, I
Is
didn't
what I said.
understand.
Okay, I'm explaining again. You can mute now. Okay, let me explain again. All right. It's okay. Oh my God. I've heard you. Just mute. Mute.
Jenny, I'm muted. Let me mute again.
So at the mirror, what I mean by that is actually bringing the people to the point of trust that what you are offering them, the product or service you are offering them, is a
The network is bad though. I can't hear.
let us use our chat so I can see your question in our chat and answer so that we don't have a network interruption and repeating ourselves. All right, people trust. They come to the WhatsApp like in. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry for the network interruption. So I'm still explaining the mirror where Coach Rosemary said she need more light. All right. So let me reshare my slide. Okay. So I said, see this collect as interest, in awareness. See this highlight as interest. Okay. At this point, everybody, this is what I am doing. This is the kind of content I share. This is the, then highlight the people among the everybody that are really interested in what you're doing, they are the point of highlight. They can actually follow you to a WhatsApp community. Then mirror. People that you have mirrored the solution of their problem can actually follow you to a waiting list. They are the point of trust. They believe, wow, I think this is what I need. I think this will solve my problem. I think I should give this a try. All right. Then from mirror to decision, that is the convert. When someone have become aware, this person, they gain interest. Oh, let me look at what this person is doing. Then they begin to develop trust and say, I think this woman knows what she's talking about. Look at this review, look at this testimonial, look at her results. And then decision, that is this convert. At that point, that person is ready to commit their resources, their money to up saying yes to what you are offering. They don't have the money, they will try to go out of their way to get what you are offering them because you have mirrored the solution to the pressing problem, whether it is a practical need or an emotional need. All right. I've already just like this structured knowledge to all the things you practice in this past. So in one sense, what is it that you okay? You as a business, one will say, I want to start selling shoe. One will say, I want to start dream business, as interesting and beautiful and even resonating as it is. It is it is still a bit general and may even be generic to some people. But now look at this one. I help female coaches launch. If someone who is into online course, you now need to ask me what is my dream business. I'll now tell the person that my dream business is to build an online course. Another person's dream business will be one physical product. So you can imagine a coach of people doing digital products and people doing physical products. You are a coach for all kinds of products and services. You are not a specialist. Please, sorry for the network hinges. Confirm you can hear me now. Please confirm you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay. The person that just responded, can you tell me what I said last, at what point you lost me? Who is responding?
We're talking about converting, right? Converting. So that's,
We have passed that point. Any other person? Coach Margaret, what did you hear last?
I slept off focus Jenny. I was not
Congrat-
like you.
Congratulations. Ma Sophia, what did you hear me say last? I think we should begin to round up and continue later. We are tired. We have done 2 hours,
Exactly.
20 minutes.
Mm. And the network has been breaking off and on here for me.
Okay, it's all right. So I will continue at the point Coach Rosemary mentioned. So an rounding up in the that we can rest. So I've done 2 hours plus since the time we started our YouTube practical. So we can go and rest, okay? Okay. So after that point, I have explained collect, which is awareness, from the point of awareness to interest to trust to making buying decision. That is the conversion. Okay. So I've given this example, the 6-second test, where instead of saying I help women build their dream business, which is nice, but dream business is so broad, can as also generic. You can, helping someone build their dream business is so vast. So you have to be something you have knowledge about. Because somebody who wants to start a cosmetic brand and someone who wants to start a green farm, you cannot help someone to build a dream business you know something about, you know. So, but if you say I help female coaches launch an online course in 90 days through Done For You mentorship, that is more specific. Okay, so the person you are talking to just know this is me. Now, I mentioned the 4-path positioning formula, which is who I help. I help female coaches. The problem, who want to create online course. The result, to get that course created in 90 days. The method, through Done With You mentorship. So your positioning should tell us the who, the problem, the result, and the method at a glance. Okay, and this is something you keep on furnishing and aligning. All right, then the specific test. How specific? Specificity test. Now, specific, could this apply to 10,000 other businesses? What you say, is it generic, is it general? Can this same thing apply to many, So how specific is it? How clear is the result? Is there a real outcome that we can name, that if we say yes to what you are saying, this is the real outcome we are going to expect? Just like the example we read, where it says you will help female creative who want to create an online course, to get that course done in within 90 days and launched. That is a clear result. So the person who is saying yes to that coach knows that he's expecting that within the next 3 months, from clarity to creation and launch of my online course is what I'm expecting to get. Recognition. Will she read this and think this is me? Recognition. If someone who you said is your target audience see your content, will it resonate to say yes, you are talking to me? That is why you need to position yourself clearly. All right. So let me check the time. All right. So I'll be stopping here now. I don't want to enter this class 4. All right. I don't want to enter this class 4 since we have done some time, so we can rest. So we're going to continue from class 4, personal brand audit and rebuild. Okay, so in 3 minutes, is there any question as we call it tonight? You're welcome, Coach Rosemary. So what is your learning point? What's your take home? What stood out for you? What are you going to review? What will you do differently? How are you going to apply this?
So I'm still going to go through my notes again.
It's okay. Sophia, you're muted. You wanted to say something?
Yeah, yeah. For me, the thing that caught my attention, I remembered, is the search engine optimized titles for my books, so that they get the content, not just taken by the title. So that's what I remembered as you talked, and I've tried to do. Only this cloth, I keep complaining, you're not even answering me. This cloth not the alarm me
Hey,
work. I will not do anything. That's not giving me. Give me another 5 hours, 2 a.m. As you were talking, I remembered I just went in there. It's telling me 2 a.m. I've not been able to do anything reasonable for the past how
okay,
many days.
use Google
Don't
Gemini.
tell me
Google
about
Gemini
it.
is doing well. Use Google Gemini. He's doing well. Okay? Just go to Chrome, type Google Gemini, follow it. Click your join with your any of your email. Please do it.
Okay.
I use Google Gemini a lot
Okay, let me
too.
go and try that then. But I thought this because the books were
Yes,
there
Google
already,
Gemini.
so it had the content and all that you can look through
Um,
before giving me that lesson. That's why I wanted to work with Claude.
I understand. Sorry about that. Okay. Any other question?
Okay, I'll use Gemini. No
Okay.
problem.
Okay. You can download the book or upload the book in Gemini and tell it this is what you are building on, this is where you want it to pick up from. All right. I'll stop the recording now, and I'll share the recording once it drops tomorrow. I will upload it in our